support level. So we can now shift this support level up, higher support level. So that's where you could time your entry to catch the pullback trading strategy. One of the ways to make consistent profits in the stock market, but most people tend to do it the wrong way, right? So in this video, I'm going to dive into this strategy called the pullback strategy, what it means, what are some of the mistakes to avoid at all costs, and of course, we look at the right way to do it and some live case studies to drive in the point as well. So let's dive into my whiteboard right now to see what exactly is a pullback trading strategy. So pullback just means you want to buy low and sell high. So you want to buy when it's a pullback. So essentially what it means is that you want to buy low and you want to sell high. That's it, right? I think most people want to do that in the stock market. You want to buy low and you sell high, and that's pretty much how you make money in the stock market. So that's what we call a pullback trading strategy. You buy when a stock price retraces back down, it pulls back to a certain level, and then you buy and it rebounds back up and you sell. All right, so that's essentially what is a pullback trading strategy. But most people do it actually wrongly, right? They apply this buy low, sell high concept, or doing this buy low and sell high the wrong way. What do I mean? Well, essentially in the stock market, a stock can be in what we call a downtrend. So for example, in this case, a stock can be doing something like this, right? It goes down, it rebounds, right? It goes all the way down again and it rebounds. So this is what we call going down and down and down, right? It's a bit of what we call like a downtrend. So essentially, we never want to use this pullback trading strategy on a stock that's just going down and down and down. That means going lower and lower and lower, because if you do this buy low and sell high, the profits are very minimum, because each time it rebounds, so you can buy right at the bottom, right? But each time it rebounds, you can see that it sells down even lower. All right, so what is the upside reward, right? And same thing, each time it rebounds, it sells down even more. All right, so we form what we call lower highs, and this is a stock that is in a downtrend. So we never want to do this buy low sell high or this pullback trading strategy on a stock that is in the downtrend, that is forming lower highs, because each time it rebounds, it goes even lower. So even if you manage to buy at the low, all right, buy somewhere near the bottom, and it rebounds, well, the upside reward is just not just a lot, all right? And if you forget to get out and you did not get out, well, it can actually retrace even much lower than the price you bought. Does it make sense? And that's where there's a higher chance of you losing money. So we never want to do this, buy low, sell high, or pullback, or a retracement buy in a stock that is in a downtrend. Well, so how then can we use this pullback trading strategy, right, in terms of buy low, sell high? Well, we want to use this strategy on a stock that at least is showing signs of a reversal. That means not just going down and down and down like what I mentioned, but there are signs of it, pushing higher, of a reversal, and it is forming what we call higher low. So for example, right over here, let's say if we were to break above this downward sloping red line, well, there could be signs of a reversal. So that's where you want to put this stock in your watch list, but you want to get more confirmation as well. Like, can it break above some of those key resistance level? Like for example over here, right, it touched, came down, same thing, it came down, but finally it managed to break above that resistance level. Well, that is a sign of strength. That's where potentially we might turn from a downtrend to an uptrend, and that's where you can start using this buy low sell high, or this pullback trading strategy. So a stock that is in an uptrend, it forms what we call higher lows. So you can see, right, the lows actually get higher, which is pretty much opposite from the one on the left, whereby it's just going lower and lower. So in this case, it forms higher lows. So the support actually gets higher. All right, support gets higher. So how do we know when a support has been found, or where we could potentially retrace to? And that's where you could think about buying, right? That's what we call buying low. You want to buy near that higher support level. So how do we know what would be the support level? Well, very simple. You can see that each time it breaks higher, like for example right over here, we break this resistance level, we form a new support. So this was originally the resistance level, we broke above it, and you can see that now it has turned into what we call a support level. So if it were to retrace down, so in an uptrend, it doesn't go up every single day, right? It does retrace back down as well, and that's where the pullback trading strategy comes in. That's where it pulls back until whereby, if there are signs of some bullish candlestick right near this price level, there could be a potential rebound, and that's where it can actually rebound even higher, and it goes up, same thing, it pulls back down again, and we find another higher support level. So that's where you could time your entry to catch the rebound again. So essentially, this pullback trading strategy, you want to try to get in. First of all, a stock must be in an uptrend, right? It must form what we call higher lows, right? Higher lows, just by drawing this upward sloping channel support line, it is in an uptrend. So you want to only think about buying low and selling high when a stock is in an uptrend, right? Not just going down every other day, right? You only buy low and sell high when the stock is in an uptrend. And sometimes in an uptrend, you see some short-term weakness. It actually retraces back down, which is good, right? It gives you the opportunity to get in on dips, right? So once it retraces back down, we found a higher support level. So this could be like the support level, S1, S2, and then right over here, we might get another support S3. So you can see, right, the support actually gets higher and higher. So in an uptrend, you want to time your entry to try to get in near a support level whereby potentially we may see a rebound and it can push even higher and maybe breaking what we call the temporary resistance level to go even higher. So that's essentially what this pullback trading strategy is, right? You want to buy low and sell high, but don't do it the wrong way. Don't do it on a stock that is just going down and down, forming lower highs, breaking a support and going even lower. Nah, we don't do that, all right? We don't use this pullback trading strategy there, because when you buy, all right, the upside is not a lot and there's a higher potential for it to go even lower, all right? So don't do that. You want to apply this pullback trading strategy in terms of buy low and sell high on strong stocks, on stocks that are strong, they're pushing higher. Well, they might be a little bit more expensive. You might have missed it to buy last week or last month, but the stock is strong, right? And as long as there's new support being found as it goes higher, it's fine. That's where you can time your entry to get in, to ride further upside, to ride even more upside momentum, and that's where targets can be revised higher as well. So let's take a look at some live case study as to what kind of stocks should we not apply this pullback trading strategy, all right? And also what kind of stocks should we apply, right, this pullback trading strategy in terms of what are some of the support levels whereby we could time our entry to get in on the right stocks. Let's go. So let's take a look at some examples of stocks whereby we definitely do not want to utilize this pullback trading strategy or this buy low, sell high strategy. Well, you can see that this stock right over here, I have no idea what stock it is. Its code is ADN, all right, one of the US stocks, but my team has put it out for me, right? One of the weak stocks that's just going lower and lower. It is in what we call a downtrend. So how do we know it's a downtrend? Just by looking at the highs. So you can see that the highs actually goes lower. So this is the high, it goes lower. This is another high, another high, another high, all right, and it goes pretty much lower and lower. So we definitely do not want to use this buy low, sell high on this, because each time you buy, all right, it just rebounds a little bit, it breaks a certain support level, and it goes even lower, like something like this. Right over here, you can see that we were actually consolidating above this support level around the $50. So $50 was the support. Look at this right over here. If you want to do like a buy low, sell high, or buy, on dips kind of strategy, the pullback trading strategy, well, when that happens, you can see, right, it breaks the $50 support and all the way from $50 to like $20 in like 2 months, and it moves sideways a bit again, all right? So lower highs being found, and maybe we might have found another support level right over here. So it rebounds, and if you want to try to get in again, right, near a support level, because buy low, sell high, right? You want to buy on the cheap, you want to buy near the support level. Well, but this is a stock that is in a downtrend, and same thing, after buying, all right, we break the support level somewhere over here and it starts going lower, all right, maybe just rebound a bit. You can see, right, so as it rebounds, the support become a resistance. So we retested it. So each time you can see it rebounds, it's back to the original support turn resistance. It doesn't rebound all the way up. Sellers comes back and it goes even lower, all right? So we definitely, and look at this, right, so from like $50 we go to like 30, 20, even the $10 support. So maybe that there might be another support level here as well. So somewhere around $10 we might have another support level, something like this. So you can see, right, I've drawn like a support at 50, at about 17, at about $10. So same thing over here, we broke the $10 support level and down it go again, right? So we don't want to do this, buy low, sell high, because each time you buy near the support, there's a very high chance that that support might break down, all right, and the downtrend can actually continue. So you can see right now it's like only about $1.75, $1.75. So it seems like maybe we are even breaking like the $2 to go even lower. All right, so we don't want to buy a stock that is cheap. All right, in a downtrend, we don't want to utilize what we call this pullback trading strategy on stocks like this. Okay, so what stocks do we want to use this pullback trading strategy? Well, as I mentioned, it must be stocks which are strong. All right, they are forming what we call higher lows. They are in a pretty firm uptrend, right? They consolidate, it goes even higher, we find another higher support level. So this is one of the stocks called Centurion, one of the Singapore stocks that I actually shared with VIP clients of mine in Philip Securities by WhatsApp, or a couple of months back, and it has been pushing higher. And right now there might be even an opportunity to hit even higher. But let's not talk about whether is it a good time to buy or sell right now, but what has happened over the past few months. You can see that since like many months back, somewhere in like April, May, we actually form what we call higher lows. So the lows now is the opposite, right? So the lows actually became higher and higher as we traded up. So this is what we call an uptrending stock. We can actually draw an upward sloping, kind of like right over here, an upward sloping channel support line, like what I mentioned just now, right? And along the way, we can also draw what we call horizontal support level. So remember, I talked about this thing whereby each time it breaks what we call like a resistance level, this resistance will turn to support. So we just retrace back down to here, right? This higher support level, that's where you could think about buying low. Yeah, that is where you buy low, right? Not on the other direction whereby it's just going lower and lower. Does it make sense? So that's where you think about buying, right? And same thing, it goes up, it pulls back again, and that's where you could think about buying low again. So let's see if this stock actually shows this pattern. So you can see right over here, somewhere in May, we broke the resistance. You can see went up, came back down, and that's where we found a support level. So that's where you could think about maybe getting in on dips near this support level. That would be the 50 cents. So 50 cents would be like a resistance turn support. And then same thing, we consolidate a little bit. Maybe you might draw another resistance pump, went above it, and you can see now it is consolidating at a higher support level, and that's where you could time your entry to get in. So start to consolidate, pump, push even higher, pull back down, right, to right over here. Maybe support might have gone up a little bit to around 56, 55. You can see, right? So continue to consolidate, pump, push up again, and right over here we have another new higher support. So there was a bit of a resistance, about 64, 65, went up. You can see that is now the new support level whereby it pulls back, and that's where you could think about getting in on dips, right? That's where you think of buying low. All right, so you can see consolidate, push even higher, and now we have another support level again. Look at this, right? It breaks the resistance right over here, right? And now this resistance will turn to a new support level. So I think support wise, it would be somewhere around, maybe somewhere around like 74, 73. You can see that's where we broke above, came back down, retested, and same thing, that is where we have another buy low, sell high, right? Whereby the support became higher. That's where you could time your entry to get in. Over the past week, right? Yeah, we have found the same, right? Consolidation. It was a consolidation below the 80 cents. So 80 cents was a bit of a resistance, right? It was like 75 to 80 cents, is up, down. And finally on this day, on the 9th of October, we broke above the 80 cents level, right? And now 80 cents would be a new support level. So we can now shift this support level up again, right? Anything above that 80 cents, right? So where do we want to buy low, sell high, or use this pullback trading strategy now? Well, if it were to dip back now to near 80 cents, whether is it like 81 or 82 or 83, 84, all right, I think you get the point, right? So if you were to retrace back down to that higher support level, like what it has done over the past few months, right? If you trace back down, it might push even higher. There's a possibility whereby you could think about getting in. Of course, I have no idea whether it will, go back down to 81 or 82 for you to buy, but when it does hit that, there's a very high potential, all right, or high probability of this stock rebounding and pushing higher, because that would now be a new support level. And of course, if it doesn't hold above that level, well, you want to have a plan to stop loss to get out, because that's where we might go even lower. But what's the chance of that, right? What's the probability of it going up and going down? Because now it has formed a pretty strong uptrend. It has been consolidating and pushing higher. So there's a higher probability. In the stock market, it's all about probability, right? There's no like 100% and stuff, but what's the probability of it going up then going down? So that is where you want to utilize what we call the pullback trading strategy. So right now, right, we can see we actually, just consolidate above, and now we are starting to push up. So maybe we might form another resistance level at about that 88 cents or maybe 90 cents, you might see a bit of consolidation. So if you pull back again to near 80, 81, 82, 83, 84, right, that's where you could time your entry to get in, all right, to potentially see a rebound and even breaking that 88 or 90 cents, and that's where target can be revised higher. So that's essentially how you use this pullback strategy, right? You want to deploy it on stocks which are strong, all right, that has a potential to push even higher, and they are in a pretty firm uptrend with supports being found that's higher and higher as we move along. Okay, let's take a look at another stock in the US market that has been in a pretty strong uptrend. One of the stocks in my watch list, and this is Spotify, right? SPOT is the code. So you can see for Spotify, right, even without any trend indicators or moving averages, right, just by looking at the price itself, right, you can see that it has been in a pretty firm uptrend since last year. We can actually draw what we call an upward sloping channel support line right over here connecting the lows. Even without drawing this line, you can see that the lows has just been going higher and higher. It consolidates, it goes higher, it consolidates, it goes higher, and that's how we form what we call higher lows. So when we are in an uptrend, that's where we want to gauge where are the support levels that have came out, right? Have we breached any resistance level which would now be a new support level, whereby if it retraces back down to that support, the new support, you could time your entry to get in. Well, that's what we want to think about getting in. So right over here, you could see that maybe something like this, right? It broke this resistance maybe about the $200. So 200 would be a very key resistance level. You can see we're consolidating below. It's a psychological level somewhere in January this year. We broke above it. You can see we started to push higher, right? So whenever we break any key resistance in an uptrend, it can just go up and up and up. But sometimes, luckily, all right, if it does pull back to that new support level, that could give us an opportunity to get in. But sometimes it doesn't, right? It can just be strong. It can start to push even higher. So that's one of the ways to also ride the upside, not to wait for retracements, but it's a bit more aggressive, whereby in an uptrend, a very firm one, and it breaks the resistance on pretty strong volume, and we get some other confirmations like the candlestick and all that. Well, that could be a more aggressive trade opportunity to get in, or to really ride the upside momentum. Because sometimes, to be honest, it doesn't really retrace back down for you to buy, and then it goes up, right? It might just go up and up and up, right? But if it does retrace, that could be a good opportunity to buy low and sell high when it rebounds, right? So let's take a look again. You can see right over here, we may have found another support. So this was like the resistance level. Look at this, right? So it was a resistance level somewhere around at 280. It was a resistance, and we broke above the resistance. You can see, right? That's where we started to see that retracement back down. You can see retracement back down. We saw a bullish candle, and we rebounded from that new support level all the way, something like it. Look at this, right? So we were pretty much consolidating above this resistance, new support for the past 4 to 5 months, and we slowly push even higher. So let's see if there's another support that's been found. Right over here, we may have found another support level around the 320 level. So that is where you can see we have another support level. So same thing, when it does hit to this level again, potentially you think about buying low and sell high near the higher support. But let's talk about where we are right now, and if there are any new support levels that have came out. Well, I would say that we might see a support level at around the 360. So 360, you can see, was a bit of a resistance from like July all the way to October. It came down, and finally, just 2-3 weeks back, we broke above the 360. So 360 would now be a new support level. So the price is like 371. So we have been holding above 360. So I think if 360 were to hold, if it were to dip to near 360, whether is it 362, 365, 364, right, that could be an opportunity to get in on dips. That's what we call the pullback trading strategy, to ride the reversal maybe all the way to like the 400 psychological resistance, whereby we might see some profit taking coming back, which is normal, right? So you might just consolidate from 360 to 400, up down for a couple of months, couple of weeks, and if it breaks the 400, well, that would now be the new higher support level that hopefully when we retrace back down, we could time our entry to get in to ride even further upside. Alright guys, so in a nutshell, this is what we call the pullback trading strategy, whereby you want to think about buying low and selling high only on stocks which are strong, alright, that has the potential to hit even higher. They might be a little bit more expensive, but there's a potential for them to see a higher targets. Alright, so don't do that on weak down trending stock like I've mentioned, right? And I hope you like this video as well. If you like this video, you found some value as well, go ahead to hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, alright, so that you will not miss out on any videos like this, right? And also, if you want to get some of my ideas, top trading ideas by WhatsApp daily, all right, much faster as well, go ahead to click on the link below this video, around this video, click on it, find out how you can become a VIP client of mine in Philip Securities, whereby we actually do share stocks like this, all right, strong stocks which has the potential to hit even higher. There's a little description, there'll be a chart, there'll be some targets that will be drawn, gives you a better idea on what stocks to actually focus on, right? For free, right? For free, all right, you do not pay anything more, all right, it's pretty much the same as whatever you're paying when you're trading, because I'm a broker in Philip Securities, so that's one of the services that we give out to our clients for free at no additional cost, right? So get some of our top ideas by WhatsApp daily, all right? And yeah, so this is pretty much in a nutshell the pullback strategy. I hope you like this video, alright? And of course, we do look at certain things. We just want to keep it simple for this video, but we do look at certain things when a stock pullbacks, like certain moving averages. We look at the short-term trend, we look at candlestick as well. But in a nutshell, I think you get a point, right? We want to focus on doing this buy low, sell high on strong stocks at a pretty strong support level, which could be one whereby a resistance has been broken, and now it is a support level. That's where you could think about getting it. So Joey here, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.